Welcome into the Analyst in the Armchair, an NFL podcast where one host is obsessed with stats and spreadsheets, and the other just really loves yelling at the TV on game day and has plenty of opinions. Together, Michelle and Nycole dive into player news, weekly matchups, and all the storylines you'll be talking about with your friends. Whether you're a hardcore or casual football fan, they've got something for you.
Welcome into the Analyst and the Armchair. I am Michelle. I'm the analyst part of the show. This is Nycole. She is the Armchair. Today, we're doing a different type of show because tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Right. We wanted to get this episode out tonight. And you know what? 3 games on Thanksgiving, 1 game on Black Friday. We're going to do it a little differently today and give you our playoff predictions. We're going to predict all 14 playoff teams, give you our teams that we think will play in the championship games, and then our Super Bowl winner. But also, we're not going to miss out on the game picks. We'll still go through our game picks just very, very quickly and run through who we're picking because Nycole did take over the first place out of our game picks by 1 game. She's ahead 114 to 64 is her record. I'm 113 to 65, which is a massive comeback with how we started this year.
Oh, I think I was down by 14 at one point. It was not
I don't think
good.
it was that much, but it was a lot.
But I love that I took the lead and then you're like, should we change up the show this week?
It's only for 1 week that we're changing it up as a little special Thanksgiving edition. But do you love Thanksgiving? Because I mean, I think I do. Overall, I love the food, love the fam, love the drinks, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I like just the holidays in general. Like this time of year is my favorite. It gets a little cooler. I won't say cold, but it does get cool here.
Hey, it's like 66 degrees right now.
Which I love, which I absolutely love. So, I just enjoy this time of year. I like to put up Christmas lights on my house and that kind of thing. So
yeah, you're already about to get your Christmas tree.
I know on Friday. So I'm very excited about that. I do get a real tree every year.
Of course.
Because I just think it's like the fake one is just so sad to me.
Yeah.
And I get it. Like the new one, or the real one rather, you've got the pine needles, you have to go buy it. That's an expense. But we get very little Christmas here. We don't get the weather. We don't get the snow. We don't get anything fun. I feel like the tree is the least I could do.
My family definitely was the real tree family.
Yeah.
And my mom, the ones that are the fullest, we had to get a really fat one.
Oh, yeah.
She was very strict on that. A really fat
Yeah,
tree.
who would want a skinny Christmas tree? That's just that's like a skinny Santa.
But she went around looking for the fattest one.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it. So Thanksgiving to me is just the kickoff of this time of year.
Yeah.
So I enjoy it.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Oh man. I'm not very exclusive. I'll eat pretty much all of it.
I'm not big into the meats, I'll say. I love meat, but I'm not big into Thanksgiving meats. I'm not big into turkey. See,
turkey's
or ham.
Fine. We do ham. And then I put my ham in the rolls with a little mashed potato mix in there. So man, talk about being from the country. So honestly, the coconut pie is really my favorite thing.
Ew. My favorite stuffing by far. I could eat just a whole plate of stuffing. I wouldn't even need anything else to be so happy.
Yeah, no.
I love stuffing. All the carbs. Stuffing, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese.
Sure, yeah.
All of that.
Is there any special drink y'all do or anything?
Mimosas. It's not special.
You drink that every day. That's
exactly.
Not exciting. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's when I pop open wine. On Thanksgiving, I usually bring wine and
we bring wine too, just sparkling.
Yeah. Okay. Well, great.
Yeah. So we will have a good Thanksgiving. Hopefully we'll have some good Thanksgiving football games.
Yes.
And this is, if you play fantasy football, it is getting down to the wire. So we're all going to be stressed out on Thanksgiving. Our families are going to hate us when I'm crying about my fantasy teams. You wanted to kill me last week.
Yes, I really did. Well, that was the 3rd week in a row that you were just whining the whole day.
Oh my God, because it's been stressful.
Well, if your team was better, you wouldn't be that stressed.
I'm better than you. I won.
Are you though? You're not better than me.
I will be
not
soon.
The case.
All right. So again, like I said, today we're going to do a little different. We're going to name our playoff predictions, every seed for each conference, give you our Super Bowl predictions, and then we will run through our Week 13 game picks. But let's first start with the latest NFL news, getting into our opening drive.
The opening drive.
Joe Burrow is back. He's going to play on Thanksgiving Day. The night game. And I don't think it's so exciting to have him back. And I've been saying the Ravens are going on a 9-game winning streak, and they are 5 games through that. I kind of think the Bengals have a real shot against the Ravens in this game because the Ravens don't look good.
Yeah.
Lamar does not look healthy.
Yep.
They've had a super easy schedule, and the Bengals have to be pumped to be getting Joe Burrow back.
Oh, 100%, especially with Jamar Chase being out last week because he's a dum-dum. Like,
he's going to come out and like feel like so like needed to come out and have a massive game too, because he does seem to feel bad. He wrote that letter to the fans and everything.
Sure.
I mean, I'm sure he didn't
I'm
write
sure
it, but-
someone made him write a letter, but
Chat
sure.
GPT.
Yeah, right. Yeah. He probably didn't even. I would have definitely used ChatGPT.
His assistant PR person or agent put it into Chat GPT and then send it on his
Right.
thing. Yeah.
That sounds about right.
But either way, I do think he feels bad and he'll come out and perform with Burrow. Like they're just
Sure.
the whole team's just gonna be so pumped to have him back.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is their defense is just so bad.
Yeah.
So who knows?
I think
It's
it'll
exciting though. I need to put my little bobblehead back up.
Yeah, we can do that.
We can get rid of
Mike Evans, who's out. I mean,
So-
whoever was on this side was in real danger.
Mhm.
Sorry, Hurts. Hopefully you are healthy. If you're not listening, if you're not watching us on YouTube, that's confusing, but go find us on YouTube. We have some jerseys up. We have Josh Allen and Mike Evans little bobblehead, and we had up Joe Burrow. He got injured, so we put up Mike Evans, and then he got injured. So
Yeah.
I didn't want to put up another person.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't want to.
It was shocking you put up Josh Allen. So
Yeah. Well, stay strong, Josh Allen.
that's right.
Now, Aaron Rodgers, there's optimism. He will play in week 13 against Josh Allen and those Bills. Listen, this is my thing.
I can't wait.
I don't think Aaron Rodgers is this great quarterback anymore, but I do think the Steelers would have won last week in a 3-point loss against Chicago if Aaron Rodgers was playing instead of Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph did not look good whatsoever.
Mhm.
But I don't think it matters who the quarterback is against the Bills. Even though it's at home, the Bills lost last week to your Texans.
That's right.
Yeah.
Called
And
it.
I don't think they're going to lose again. The Bills offense is just way too good for the Steelers defense.
I mean, agreed. There's no way they're going to lose back to back. I know it's not at home, and Buffalo traditionally is like unstoppable at home, but yeah, the Steelers, I don't think have a chance in this game.
Not even a chance?
No, but you know I love to hate on the Steelers, especially Aaron Rodgers. So
Listen, they do normally get blown out by these teams, but normally it comes in the playoffs. So we shall see. Now there's 3 starting running backs, especially if you play fantasy football. This is very exciting. That could be returning this week. Omarion Hampton for the Chargers was activated from IR. Now it's a 21-day window, so he doesn't have to come back this week, but he's back at practice, and it looks like everything's trending that he should be back. I really hope he is. Then Trey Benson for the Cardinals could be back, and Bucky Irving returned to practice last week, missed last week's game. Hopefully he returns, but all 3 of those would be great to just have these guys back in a good running game again.
well, and it'd be a big deal for, I mean, a couple of these teams going into hopefully the playoffs.
Yeah,
right?
the Chargers and Buccaneers desperately need their guys.
Desperately. So I think that's pretty big for them. Now, Arizona, but
Yeah.
always good to get your quote unquote starting guy back.
They're
I say that
back
'cause
up.
right, exactly. I'm
They're
like, Trey
back up.
Benson, not so much, but
Yeah, no, I think Hampton is huge for the Chargers.
really is.
Passing game as well, just to put some fear in opponents. But I don't know if I'm going to have the Chargers making the playoffs. Little spoiler alert here.
Ooh.
Little spoiler alert. And we are going to go through all of our playoff predictions. We're going to go seed by seed in the AFC and NFC, give you who we think is going to make it, who will just miss it, and then who's going to win it all. We'll get to that right now.
Between the 20s.
All right, we are going through our playoff predictions for a little fun little experiment before Thanksgiving games. We're getting close. I mean, what? There's only 6 weeks left in the season?
Yeah.
Am I doing the math wrong? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 6 weeks.
Wow. I'm so glad you taught math to children at some point in your
And I
life.
had it just got on my fingers.
Terrifying.
That was
I'm glad that gig didn't last very long.
it lasted for a year and a half. All right. I was an algebra teacher. Yeah, that was embarrassing. Anyway, 6 weeks left. So not only is it, coming down the wire for us fantasy managers, it's coming down to the wire for these NFL teams. And there's certain teams that are sitting outside right now that we expect to actually make it. And some teams sitting there pretty that we think are going to miss. So let's start with the AFC, and we're going to go 7th seed down to 1st seed.
Cool.
So who do you have as your 7th seed in the AFC?
Okay, well, you just teed me up. I have the Chargers sneaking in
Okay.
at 7th, ending with their record of 10-7. Yeah.
All right. So I do not actually have them in the playoffs.
Okay.
Don't trust them. I came into the season being a big Chargers fan,
Right, you did.
but I do think they've looked inferior to what they should, and they lost both tackles.
Yeah.
And I think that's really brought them down. So that's one of the teams I don't have in.
Which, I mean, this week they're on bye, right? So we won't.
Well, they were on bye
last week,
yeah.
so we don't have any like fresh information on
They
them.
just got destroyed by the Jaguars right before the bye.
But here's the thing: and they've got one of the schedules that could go either way, right? Because when you're talking about playoffs, when you're talking about where people are seated right now and all the matchups and everything, you have to look at their schedule moving forward. They've got Raiders, who they should be able to beat. Then they have Eagles, Chiefs, Cowboys, who kind of are a wild card for them, Texans, Broncos.
That's hard.
Like, that's not good, but
that's why I have them out.
But out of those 6 teams, I have them winning half.
Okay. I mean, I think it's fair. They were very close for me. Let me see where I have the Chargers. They ended, I have them ending at 8-9. So I guess it wasn't that close. I've been losing a lot of games.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so interested who you have them losing to, but that would be losing, you said 8?
Yeah, I only have them winning one more game.
Wow. Okay, I think that's wrong. I do.
I think that's a bit aggressive by me.
Yeah, Omari and Hampton's coming back, which will help them a lot.
Yeah.
But
I think they win this week. So I guess that's the game I have them winning.
That's the one
and then losing
against the Raiders. And you think they go,
yeah.
Okay.
So when we were doing this experiment, we went through every single game and did them out to see where everyone landed. And I guess that's where I have the Chargers
interesting.
winning.
So who do you have at 7th seed then?
I have, this is also going to be shocking. It's not someone sneaking in. It's someone falling really far from where they are right now. It's the Colts. I have the Colts as the 7th seed in the AFC, just clinging on to life and making it. They are now right now 8-3. I have them finishing 10-7. So I have them winning 2 more games, losing 4 games. Because this week, I do expect them to lose to the Texans.
Okay,
the Texans' defense has been so good. The Colts just have looked a little off, right? They lost to the Steelers. They lost to the Chiefs. Should have never lost to the Chiefs. And they barely beat the Falcons. Like, it had to go into overtime for that game, right? In the international game. So I just don't think they've looked as good. I don't trust Daniel Jones. They have to play the Texans, the Jaguars, at Seattle. Hate that. Against the 49ers, against the Jaguars, again, against the Texans. So I have them winning 2 of those games, but I still think, like, I wouldn't be shocked if they lost all of them.
So you basically have them splitting between the games with Houston and Jaguars.
Yeah, I don't know
everything else.
I have them losing to the Seattle, the 49ers, and splitting with the Texans and Jaguars.
Wow.
Yeah. And I don't think that's crazy.
I do, only because I don't love the Jags.
Yeah.
So for them to beat, that's a hard one for me because I have the Colts. I have them going. I have them in a few seeds from here, but
okay.
Interesting. 7th seed Colts.
7th seed Colts.
Okay.
They make it in still, but by barely. Who do you have as your 6th seed?
Okay, 6th seed. I've got the Texans rolling in.
Okay. At
11-6. That's only because, and I said it a few weeks ago, they've got to win some of these really iffy, quote unquote, games, right? Because offensively, it's looking a little sketchy, right? So they've got Colts, Chiefs, which could go either way. You've got the Cardinals, they should win. You've got the Raiders, they should win. And then you've got Chargers, Colts. So let's see, what are they right now?
They're 6-5.
6-5. So I've got them winning 5 of those, which seems, I'm going to be honest, seems like I would be very impressed, I have to say, if they only lose 1 game out of all those. So they have to either win out against the Colts or lose one of those Colts games and beat the Chiefs and that. So I think that was a little bit of of the homer coming out in me, but I definitely think it's doable. Spoiler alert, I do not have the Chiefs going to the playoffs.
Ooh.
So for that reason, I have the Texans sneaking in there.
All right.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
that's my 6th seed.
All right. I like it. My 6th seed is Chiefs. I have them sneaking
Okay.
in. And what's crazy is I actually think they're going to lose this week. So I think they're going to
Yeah.
fall to 6-6 because they're 6-5 right now.
Mhm.
I have them losing in Dallas. I think it's going to be a high scoring game. Dallas is going to be able to put up points at home. I think they lose. But then after that, the Texans, they get the Texans. And because the game's in Kansas City, I'm going to take Kansas City there.
Yeah.
Then they get the Chargers. It's another tough game, but I still think they can beat them. They're, again, in Kansas City.
Mhm.
And then it's the Titans, the Broncos in Kansas City, and the Raiders. So I have them winning their last 5 games to sneak in at 11-6 as the 6th seed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's
I just can't keep the Chiefs out. We can all hope. I mean, that's what I'm hoping for.
Sure. Well, and let me tell you this. We used the app online to kind of go through this and all that. And I'll say I did it about 3 times just to kind of see what my average was. Because each week I couldn't decide. I was like, man, this Broncos Chiefs game could go either way. But then, when teams had 2 games left against a division opponent, well, I split the difference, thinking maybe, you just never know.
Yeah.
So this was tricky. I mean, it's tricky because of these teams that are like right there.
Mhm.
I don't think either of us has a question about the Rams, right?
Yeah.
Like that one's pretty easy, but you get to these teams like the Chiefs and the Chargers, and you're like the Broncos, right? And you're like, they've been playing well, but they shouldn't be playing that well, and they're losing games they shouldn't lose. So
Mhm.
yeah, so it's tricky.
Oh, through this whole thing, I was like, I hate every team. I just hate every team. Every team has a massive flaw. And there's besides maybe the Rams, I'm like, I
Yeah.
hate every team. But normally when you feel so good about a team like the Rams, they end up letting you down. But we're
Sure.
still on the AFC here. Who's your last, your top wild card team in the AFC as the 5th seed?
Okay, and this one feels sketchy to me. I went the Bills.
Yeah, me too.
I went the Bills 12-5.
Me too.
Oh, okay.
They're
very good.
7-4 right now, and we both have them going 12-5.
Yeah. So, I think there's a couple games here where they should win, but they've been losing games that, quite frankly, I don't think Michelle 5 weeks ago said they would lose, right? So the game against the Dolphins, the game against the Texans last weekend.
The game against the Falcons.
Exactly. So, I think 5th seed for the Bills, where they currently are, not the Bills we think they are, feels right to me.
Yeah, I don't know if they really have a shot to still win the AFC East right now with the Patriots record, with the Patriots rest of schedule. It's pretty easy. So the only game I have the Bills losing the rest of the year is their game at New England. Now, maybe you can change that out with their game against the Eagles, or, maybe the Steelers can beat them this week. But I do think they only lose one more game the rest of the year. But that still puts them at 5th seed. They're just too far behind from the Patriots right now, 2.5 games.
Well, and I even think that game against the Browns at home, for the Browns, could be trouble.
Anyone who has to go to Cleveland, it's trouble. I mean, they're still losing. The Browns are, but it's always a hard game. So
Totally.
For sure. All right, we're getting to our division winners now with the top 4 seeds. Who do you have as your 4th seed in the AFC?
Okay, you're going to be upset with me.
I know.
Because you already know who I'm not going to pick.
No.
I'm going Ravens.
I think that's fair.
And begrudgingly,
what record do you have them with?
9-8.
Yeah. My winner is also 9-8.
Okay, and who did you pick?
I picked the Steelers. I will say the first time I did the experiment, it was with the Ravens, and the second time I did it, it was with the Steelers. They were both 9-8 both times. And as a Steelers fan, I went with the Steelers. So
Sure.
I'm not going to be shocked if it's the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think whoever wins is going to win this division at 9-8. If anyone gets to 10 wins, they're going to win it.
Totally.
But it could come down to that Week 18 game, the Ravens versus Steelers.
Yeah.
And it's in Pittsburgh, and that's what made me officially decide to go with Pittsburgh. I do, obviously, I only have them winning 3 more games all year long. But I think they get it done, and then they just need to win the tiebreaker over the Ravens.
But they play each other. They play twice still.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first game's in Baltimore. The second game is in. So really, if they both win the home games, I mean, it's really going to come down to the other games.
So my big takeaway here is that I actually think the Bengals have a really good shot to win this week. So I think if the Bengals take down the Ravens, that's where the Steelers still have a shot, because I think they're going to lose the Bills. Now, if they lose the Bills and the Ravens beat the Bengals, I totally changed my mind, and I have the Ravens winning this division.
Sure. Yeah, but I do have them 9-8 and 8-9.
Okay.
So really, it could be either or.
Now, I think this third seed of mine is going to shock you.
I can't wait.
It's the Houston Texans.
Well, you hadn't said them yet, and I was like, does she not think they're gonna make it?
Yeah, I have them winning the AFC South. And I
I'm
just
so proud. Should I give you my hat? I'm not going to, but
I just said that I had the Colts all the way down to the 7th seed. I have them, falling apart here at the end. I do not trust the Jaguars whatsoever. So I have them just out, looking in at like the 8th seed because Trevor Lawrence stinks. But I think there's one of two games. I only have them losing one more game as well. I have them finishing 11-6. So I have them at the same record as you do.
Yeah.
The two games in between. The one loss I did give them was against the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
But so that means I didn't have the Colts losing to the Texans both games.
Twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
But I could see it being that maybe they can pull through in Kansas City and they lose one of the games to the Colts, right?
Right.
But the rest of them, I think they will handle. The Cardinals, the Raiders, the Chargers, I don't believe in with this, how good the Texans defense is. So they have to at least split the game against Colts.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Chiefs, hopefully they can do it out. But I think they can lose against the Chiefs and be okay.
Wow. It's funny though that neither of us has Jacksonville.
Yeah. Because
in the
they're
plus,
not a good team.
Yeah, but technically they're right
Okay.
right there with the Colts and the Texans.
Mhm.
So technically.
Well, yeah, they are, but it doesn't matter. They're not good.
Okay.
The Texans defense is so good.
I agree with you.
CJ Stroud needs to come back and not be terrible. That's all.
I know. Who are
Yeah.
you telling? I know.
All right, 2nd seed. Who do you got?
Well, I've got Colts 3rd seed.
Oh, did we
12
not?
and 5.
Yeah, we skipped your.
You
Colts,
did
sorry.
skip. That's okay. So I've got the Colts 12 and 5.
Okay. Very good
So
record.
and again, it's just because of their games and the way that this was so difficult for me. I want you to know, like, I really labored over my choices because I feel like I'm going to be talking to myself the rest of the year. Like, you picked this, but this is what happened. But I just think that would have them. Let's see. Right now they're 8-3, so that gives them 2 more losses. And I think that's doable. Again, playing the Texans. Let's say they split with the Texans.
Mhm.
Then they have to beat the Jaguars twice. I don't think that would be difficult or will be difficult. And then you've got 49ers and Seahawks, and they have to win one out of the 2.
And I don't think they will.
Here's the problem.
You think that Colts can win at the Seahawks against that defense?
To your point, all season long, yes, because they're playing Sam Darnold.
I know.
So let's say it's a really high scoring game. Sam Darnold's going to have at least 1 interception, right?
Mhm.
Like, I just think I'm thinking about who they're playing.
Yeah.
Then I think about the 49ers. It's at home for the Colts.
Watch yourself.
Listen, I like the 49ers, but Brock was I'm not happy with you, Brock. Being my fantasy quarterback last week, throwing 3 interceptions, Sam Darnold. I mean, Brock Purdy.
No, stop it right now.
And so their offense is still trying to get it figured out because guys are just coming back and, all of that. And then we know 49ers defense is fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, against the Colts who were really high scoring. Yes, we've seen them. Listen, they've only lost 3 games this year. You're acting like they've lost 6, right?
I know.
So anyway, all of that to say, I do have the Colts coming in at 3rd in the division, and then, in the conference, and then my next 2 teams, both I have at 13 and 4.
Okay.
Which feels crazy. Like I was like, there's no way. And then I look at their schedules and I'm like, well, there is a way. It's the Patriots 2nd seed and the Broncos 1st seed. And I'll tell you, these went back and forth, but the Patriots are balling. I mean, they just are. And then you've got the Broncos who haven't lost since week 3 as the Patriots haven't. So again, it's not pretty. The games that they're winning, they're barely winning them, the Broncos, but they've got Commanders, Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got the Packers, so that could be difficult. Jaguars, Chiefs, Chargers.
Yep.
That schedule does not scare me,
No.
right? Especially with the Broncos' insane defensive line, right? So, I mean, I think it's doable for the Broncos and the Patriots. Giants, bye week. I can't believe their bye week is that late.
Yeah.
Then you've got Bills Ravens, which may be difficult. That would be their other 2 losses. And then Jets Dolphins. Win-win.
Yeah.
So there's no reason the Patriots couldn't be 13-4.
There is none. I actually have them with a better record than that. So we have the same top 2 seeds, Broncos and the Patriots. Now,
Okay.
I don't think the Broncos are a legitimate Super Bowl team, but I do have them as my 2nd seed. I have them finishing 14-3. So I only have them losing one more game this whole year,
Wow.
because you just brought up their schedule. They're going to beat the Commanders, the Raiders. The Packers game is at home. So, and I don't trust that Packers offense. The
Yeah.
Jaguars, I have them only losing to Kansas City in Kansas City, and then the Chargers at home as well. So I have the Broncos there, and then I don't have the Patriots losing another game all year long. I have them finishing 15-2.
Wow.
So I have them beating the Giants. I have them beating the Bills. I have them beating the Ravens, because the Bills, they get to play them at home, and the Bills on the road are not the same.
Yeah.
And they already beat them in Buffalo. The Ravens do not look scary right now. Now, maybe Lamar gets healthy by that time, and they are scary. And the Jets and the Dolphins. So I have them finishing 15-2 and getting that bye for the AFC.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. 15-2 would be wild.
Yeah, that would. That would.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
Let's transition to the NFC now. Going back to the top. Well, not the top, the bottom, I guess. Who is your 7th seed in the NFC?
Okay. 7th seed coming in at 11-6. I have the Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears. I do. And the only reason is they've played so well up until this point that I just don't feel like there's a way that they don't get in. Granted, I mean, you never know, but they're 8-3.
Mhm.
They've got 6 games left. That's splitting the games. That's losing 3, what you've already lost the entire season,
Mhm.
which I don't feel like is that crazy to say.
You're going to be shocked by how can you guess my Bears' final projected record for the season?
They're 8-3 now.
Uh-huh.
I have them at 11-6. Do you even have them making the playoffs?
No.
Yeah, exactly. So, let's see. Eagles, Packers, lose. At home against the Browns, so that might be a win. Lose. I bet you have them winning one more game.
Yep, 9-8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds about
I
right.
have them winning only one more game and out of the playoffs.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Hmm.
Like, I just feel like you're not taking into consideration, like, all of the data that we have from the last
I am.
11 weeks.
I'm just not impressed by the data.
The Deanna. Okay.
Okay.
That's crazy, but okay.
My 7th seed is Packers. So I have the Packers beating out the Bears to get in. Right now they're 7-3-1. I have them finishing 11-5-1. So I have them winning 4 more games, losing 2 more. Their schedule is kind of spicy. You know, they get the Lions this week on the road. I have them losing that game. Then they get the Bears at home. I have them winning. They get at Denver. I have them losing 2 of the next 3 games, but then winning out the rest of the year against the Bears, the Ravens, and the Vikings.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like there's these games like the Vikings. Anytime I saw somebody play the Vikings, I was like, win.
I know. There are certain games.
Which is so tricky because
yeah.
I know that's just not
Saints, Titans.
Exactly.
All those.
Although I have the Titans, I think this week I have them
Yeah, you have them winning,
winning. But
Yeah.
anyway.
which is crazy.
Mm.
All right, who's your 6th seed in the NFC?
Okay, 6th seed, NFC. I have Detroit Lions at 11-6 as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So that means you have the Packers winning the division.
I know.
Gross.
I know.
Gross.
I know.
Are we even friends?
I don't think it has anything to do with being friends. Yeah, I mean, they've got the Packers this week. Then they have Cowboys, Rams, Steelers, Vikings, Bears.
A lot of
I
wins
think
in there, I
it's-
just heard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's doable.
Oh, well, yeah.
11-6.
I have them much higher than you. So.
Oh, okay. No,
yeah.
I don't because Dan Campbell calling the plays has
Oh
been
my
so
God,
silly.
I know.
Like the one week it worked for you, great. Take your win and keep it moving. But
Yeah.
like they got to figure it out. They looked not good the last couple weeks.
Yeah. Now they're winning still, but yeah, not great.
Mm.
Now my 6th seed is the 49ers. I have them winning 4 more games, losing only 1 more, finishing 12-5 from their 8-4 record right now. Their schedule, this is what it comes down to, right? They should be able to be. I think it's going to be an ugly game in Cleveland. Like, I do not expect Brock Purdy to look good, but I still don't also expect the Browns offense to look good. So I think it can go a lot like this Monday night game went, where it's like, wow, the 49ers look terrible, but like the Panthers offense couldn't score. That could be the Browns. So
Yeah.
I still have them winning in this Browns game. Then they have a bye, which is great. They need to get a little bit healthier. Then they have the Titans. Then they play at the Colts. That's the one loss I have them losing. Then Chicago and Seattle. At home. Yeah. So maybe they lose 2 more, but that would still put them at 11-6 if they lost to the Colts and Seattle.
Okay.
I can't believe you have them out of the playoffs.
I know.
How?
I know.
Who do you have them losing to? They have. That's crazy. Anyways, 5th seed. Who you got?
I know. Now you're making me question my life choices.
You should. You should feel bad.
Okay, I don't feel bad. That's a little dramatic, but I just think and here's the thing, the Rams are the lock for winning that division.
I don't know if they're a lock, but yeah, I also have them winning it. Spoiler alert.
What do you mean they're not a lock?
I mean, the Seahawks are sitting there at 8-3.
You just got through telling me the Bears have no chance of even making the playoffs at 8-3, and now you're telling me the Seahawks are at 8-3.
I'm saying, listen, the Bears still have a shot to win the NFC North. I didn't say there's no shot of the Bears making the playoffs. I just don't have them in.
Okay, all I'm saying is I think the Rams are a lock based on how they play, everything they're doing. I said it last week. I don't know what it will take for someone to beat the Rams right now. So for that reason, I have them winning, spoiler, the division and conference, right? So I know. So San Francisco's in that like really hard spot of like, there's other teams going to win their division automatically because their divisions are terrible. So, I mean, they're in the hardest division in the conference. So
who's your 5th seed?
I'm sorry. I don't have the 49. I feel bad about it because I went back and forth and they were the one that I was like, this feels wrong. Them and the Chiefs were like, this feels wrong to say out loud. I'm happy to throw the Steelers out, but anytime I can dig on the Steelers. Anyway, for let's see, which one we're on? 5th seed. I have the Seahawks.
I do too.
I do.
I do too.
So, they've got the Vikings, the Falcons. They should win those games. The Colts, the Rams, the Panthers, the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
I think they end 13-4.
That's why I have them too.
Which
13-4.
Feels crazy to say out loud because, again, I don't think they've been like that great looking. But I think with their schedule, 13-4 feels right.
Yeah, I have them only losing week 18 against the 49ers. And a big part of that could be that they're just resting for the playoffs.
True.
And the 49ers are still fighting for that wild card spot. That's why I have the 49ers at 6. And the Seahawks are like, okay, we can't catch the division, but we already have the 5th seed locked up at 13-4. So I could see that happening. So we both agree there. And let's get to our division winners in the NFC. 4 seed, I feel like every single year is the NFC South winner. It's just the 4 seed automatically. Is that what you have?
10-7.
The Buccaneers?
Yes.
I have them actually at 12-5. I don't have them losing another game this year.
Well, that's silly considering we don't even know if Baker's going to play.
Yeah. I mean,
he has nobody to throw it to, even if he does.
Buka. I know.
Who had how many points last week?
I know. But listen, this is my thing. Now, if Baker doesn't play this week, they could definitely lose to the Cardinals. Mm-hmm. Fine. And they could be 11-4. But it does seem like it's going to be a short injury for Baker. Mm-hmm. They get the Cardinals, the Saints, the Falcons, the Panthers, the Dolphins, the Panthers. Like, I'm fine with saying they're going to beat the Panthers twice. I'm fine with saying they're going to beat the Dolphins and the Saints. And okay, if this week they lose to the Cardinals, I don't know. Here's
the thing. The Panthers, why don't you think they could beat them?
The thing is, the Buccaneers record looks worse than it is. They're 6-5, but they've had an insane schedule over the last month and a half. They beat the Seahawks and the 49ers to start this bad run. Well, they lost to the Eagles, even though it was a close game. They lost to the Eagles. This was what started the bad run. So it's been 2 months. They beat the Seahawks in Seattle. Mm-hmm. They beat the 49ers. They lose pretty good to the Lions. They beat the Saints. Fine. But then after that, they get the Patriots, Bills, and Rams. And they had to play at the Bills, at the Rams. And the Patriots we have them winning the AFC. So their schedules, it was insanely hard. So I don't think their 6-5 record is like, ooh, they're 6-5. It's like, no, they're still 6-5, even though they had an insanely tough schedule. And now it goes to the really, really easy part. So I don't really see them losing another game.
I don't know. I mean, I don't have the Panthers schedule in front of me, but
The
they're
Panthers
6
suck.
and
They
6.
suck.
Okay.
They suck.
I'm
Bryce
just
Young
saying
sucks.
12-5 is crazy for a team that just lost 3 games in a row.
And maybe they'll go 11-4. But either way, they get the 4th seed.
Okay.
Let's say they lose one game.
All right. Or
But,
2. Anyway, I also have them in the 4th seed.
Who do you have as your 3rd seed?
I probably will regret this, but I have the Packers at
Okay.
11-5-1.
I also have the NFC North team here with the Lions, though, winning the division.
Okay.
So we flip-flop the Lions and the Packers.
Okay. And that honestly feels like it could go either way for me.
I only have the Lions losing one more game this year. I have them finishing 12-5. I think they can take care of business at home against the Packers. I mean, this game is going to be huge this week. The
Mhm.
Packers versus the Lions. I basically feel like it comes down to this game,
Mhm.
and whoever wins still has a shot for the division over the Bears, and whoever loses really doesn't. And they're shooting for the wild card team, right?
Yeah.
But I think they can beat the Cowboys as well. That's a game at home. I have them losing to the Rams on the road, and that's the one game I have them losing, and then beating the Steelers, Vikings, Bears to beat up the year, to finish up the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that feels right. That feels right. I
Yeah.
just think they're just so annoying right now. Like
I
the
know.
Lions. I just want them to be better than they're playing.
I know.
And they're winning, don't get me wrong, but like
Jameis Winston also just had an insane Jameis Winston day that he can do, and they still won. So it's like, if you could survive one of those beastly mode Jameis Winston games, that's not so bad. So that means we probably have the same two seeds in the NFC as well.
Yep.
What is your order? Who do you have at number 2?
I have Philadelphia
Me
coming
too.
in at number 2 at
Mhm.
12-5.
Okay. I have them 13-4.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I've got the Rams, like I said, ending at 14-3.
Me too. 14-3 for the Rams. I mean, the Rams, if you had to name the most complete team right now,
Oh,
that would be
easy.
a team. Their defense is really playing very well. Their offense, obviously, with Stafford and Puka and Devontae Adams, Kyron Williams, are thriving.
Yeah.
So it's hard to pick a team that's playing better than them.
Well, especially the way that Matthew Stafford is playing. I mean, they're winning so many games and they're still passing the ball, but they're not only winning games, they're like blowing people out. Well, I shouldn't say blowing. They're beating people handily.
Mhm.
I'll say it that way. Like their games they're not winning by 3, winning by 2, winning by 4. Like 4, that's a silly number, but like they're beating people. So to me, there's no team. I agree with you. They're the most complete team in the NFL right now.
And if we liked more teams, then maybe the Eagles wouldn't be the 2nd seed, because it's not like when you watch them, they're like, wow, they're so good. They're going to be at the top of their conference. It's just like the rest of their schedule's not too scary. I expect them to actually destroy the Bears at home this week.
Yeah.
And then they get the Chargers, who we don't trust. The Raiders, they should destroy. They get the Commanders 2 more games, and the Commanders are not. I'm sorry. I know you like them. They're not a good team this year.
Yeah.
And then at Buffalo is the one game I have them losing.
See, and I gave them the Buffalo loss, and then either the Bears or the Chargers.
Yeah.
Which
I can see
to
that.
me is plausible.
Yeah.
So,
But even at 12-5, they could still get that 2nd seed, or maybe the Lions jump them. Who knows? But now you don't get a bye as the 2nd seed anyway, so it's not really that different.
exactly.
So we have the Rams and the Patriots as the conference winners this year. We both agree
Well, mine
on
was
that.
the Broncos, remember?
Oh yeah, you have the Broncos number 1.
Which is now that I say it out loud, I'm like, that's dumb.
No, it's fine. It's fine. They can do it.
It's just how it happened.
Now let's go. What is your AFC Championship game prediction? Who do you have playing? Who do you have winning?
Okay, I don't feel good about this.
Okay.
But I have the Bills and the Broncos.
Okay.
Ooh, which I don't feel good about saying out loud. And I've got the Bills winning.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have the Bills playing the Patriots in the AFC Championship game. What a fun game that
And
be. I have the Bills winning. We both
so
have the Bills
you're
going.
saying, if I heard you correctly, the Patriots win both games during the season,
Yeah.
but then get beat in the championship.
It happens a lot, yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't questioning it. I'm just
Yeah, I do.
reiterating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think
That would be a very fun game.
because at that point, the Bills would have so much more experience in the playoffs,
Sure.
and the Patriots are still going to be new. And yeah, so I'm going to take the Bills over the Patriots.
Well, and honestly, I would love to see Josh Allen
Mm.
in this championship game against the Broncos defensive line.
Wait, the Patriots?
No, I have the
Oh,
Broncos
yeah, the
and
Bills
Bills
versus Broncos. Okay. Yeah,
for
yeah.
my
Yeah,
matchup. I would love to see how he does under pressure because we saw how he did against the Texans last week and it wasn't great. Josh Allen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I've got.
Who's your NFC championship game?
The Rams Eagles.
Okay. First and second seed. Getting crazy here.
Stop it.
Who do you have winning?
I have the Rams winning.
So I have the Rams versus the Lions in the NFC Championship game with the Rams winning. So we have the same. We did not do this together. We have the same exact Super Bowl matchup: Rams versus the
Kidding.
Bills.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's wild.
Yeah, it is wild. Who do you have winning it all?
Well, see, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even put a winner, but the Rams.
I'm gonna just take the Bills then, just for fun.
Yeah,
because that's who I'd be rooting for. if I
Sure,
was
sure.
watching.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want the Rams to be as good as they are, but they are, and I have to give
I don't
credit
mind the
where-
Rams. I know as a 49ers fan, I'm not supposed to like the Rams, but I like Stafford. I like Puka. I like Devontae.
Sure, yeah, sure. There's nobody on the Rams that I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't stand that guy,
Mhm.
But I will say the Rams are one of these teams that at the beginning of the season, I was just like, Rams, whatever. And I had them probably losing the first few games. And then I was like, oh, I think I should like change my tune a little bit. And here we are in week, whatever we're in, 12, 13. And I was wrong.
Now the Bills defense needs to pick it up,
Oh, yeah.
but there's not a team like I'm scared of. And either of these divisions, honestly, it could go any way because there's no team where you're like, wow, they're so dominant they cannot be beat. So it will be a fun rest of the season. It'll be fun playoffs. We'll see how we do here with our picks. That's it for our playoff predictions, but we're still going to go really quickly through our week 13 game picks because we have to still keep track of that.
That's right.
Because we're going to have, someone has to owe someone something if we lose. We have to figure that out.
Next week, we will tell you
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah. But she's taking the lead right now, so I need to come back. We'll get to that in our 2-minute warning.
Two-minute warning.
All right, let's finish up today's show going through our week 13 game picks. We're just going to run through them. Packers, Lions, Thanksgiving, first game. Who do you got?
Lions at home.
Me too, Lions.
Yeah.
And it could be a close one.
Mhm.
Cowboys, Chiefs. These are all good Thanksgiving games, by the way.
They really are. I've got the Cowboys at home again.
Me too, which I was really hoping you're going to take the Chiefs. I'm not going to lie. So I could get one up there. I think the Cowboys at home can take care of business. And then they all of a sudden get interesting because they're 6-5-1. They all of a sudden have a winning record. So
Right.
I like that. Bengals, Ravens on Thanksgiving night.
Guess I'm a homer this week. I'm taking the Ravens at home as well.
Is that a homer pick?
Well, I'm a homer in the sense I keep picking the home team.
Oh, got it. Got it.
Oh.
I'm going to take the Bengals, even though I said the Ravens would win 9 in a row, and I've been sticking to it, but now I'm switching. Now that Joe Burrow's back, I think it's going to put a little spark in the team. Ravens haven't looked great, so I am going with the Bengals. Bears, Eagles on Black Friday.
Keeping my streak alive. I'm going Eagles.
Yeah, I think the Eagles are going to absolutely destroy them.
I hope they don't. I'm going to be honest. I hope they don't.
I think they win by 15 points at least.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
The way the Eagles let the Cowboys come back 21-0 last week.
The Bears aren't a
All
good
right.
team.
I so hope you're wrong, just for fun. I hope that one's wrong for you. I would rather take the L than see you be
Well,
right.
You would only rather that because we both picked them, so it wouldn't hurt you anyways.
I know.
Rams, Panthers.
I'm taking the Rams, obviously.
I could see the Panthers. The defense has been pretty solid for the Panthers. I can see the Rams. I don't see the Panthers winning, but the Panthers. What?
I'm like, you just got through 5 minutes ago telling me
Yeah.
how bad the Panthers
No,
were.
I
and
can
they don't
see
have
it.
a chance.
No, I could see the Panthers making it. They make games harder for offenses, but the Rams will still win.
Yeah.
Because Bryce Young is just terrible.
Yes. Agreed.
49ers at the Browns.
I've got the Browns at home.
And I think that's completely fine. I'm taking the 49ers because I don't trust the Browns can score enough, but I think it's going to be a really, really ugly game all around. So This is a coin flip for me, but I'll just go with the 49ers. Texans, Colts. You're going against your Texans.
No,
you changed
I
it?
did change it
Okay.
because I was, at first I was like, it's got to be Colts, but then I was like, no, it's the Texans
Okay. I'm also taking the
because
Texans.
CJ should be back.
Yeah.
Surely he doesn't have a concussion for 4 weeks. Or whatever
And
it's
this
been.
defense, the way they're playing, I just don't think Daniel Jones can do it. So as long as they don't let Jonathan Taylor go off for 150 rushing yards, that's what they have to contain. And I think they can get to Daniel Jones, and this should be a good game. Their offense is finally starting to click. Like CJ Stroud needs to come back and not mess it up. Saints against the Dolphins. Who cares? But we're
Dolphins at home.
We're both taking the Dolphins. It does not matter.
Who cares? Saints and Dolphins fans. That's
I guess. Falcons, Jets again. Who cares?
I took the Falcons.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm taking the Jets though. Tyrod Taylor maybe can be a little bit more careful with the ball. I don't know. Not really. He can throw a little bit more than Justin Fields.
To who?
I don't know.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should have taken the Falcons.
Falcons
are also out on Drake London. Yeah, Bijan. Well, yeah.
Yeah, but you got Bijan.
Yeah.
You got Mooney.
Yeah.
Who's been playing well. Kyle Pitts has
know.
been non-existent, but
I just need Brees Hall to go off.
good luck.
I don't love that pick. Cardinals, Buccaneers. We're both taking the Bucks, but let's say Baker's out. Would you switch to the Cardinals?
I would, but at the time that I was doing this, there was no telling, so I went Bucks.
I don't know if Teddy Bridgewater can win a game.
Oh, I definitely don't want to pick the Bucks if Baker's not playing.
So this is with the Baker playing. We're gonna both take the Bucks. Jaguars, Titans. You weirdo.
I know.
You're taking the Titans.
I don't know why, but I
Okay.
just want to.
You just want the Jaguars to lose.
Well, yeah, obviously that would be helpful to
Uh-huh.
me in the Texans.
You had the Jaguars making the playoffs?
No.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
no.
So neither of us did.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I said that. That's proof you don't listen to me.
I do.
I do have the Titans winning at home though.
I have the Jaguars winning. So thank you for letting me at least get one freebie against the Titans.
Well, you picked the Jets, so
damn it. Vikings, Seahawks. We're both,
Seahawks.
Yeah. It might be Max Brosmer starting for the Vikings.
I don't even know who that is.
He's a rookie that's never late
Oh.
drafted. If he was even drafted, I actually don't know. It may have been undrafted. And it's not like JJ McCarthy's good, but it's not going to get better with him against the Seahawks defense. Like, ooh.
Undrafted. Do you just like walk up to the team and you're like, "Hey, I didn't get drafted, but I'd like to play football."
Well, you can try out like in that way, but no, they right after the draft team signed a bunch of undrafted people.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was just kind of being silly.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
Raiders, Chargers. We're both taking the Chargers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been like a little hater on the Chargers, I guess, all of a sudden, but they're still going to beat the Raiders.
Yeah.
Bills, Steelers. Sorry to Steelers Nation and my parents, but I cannot imagine the Steelers beating the Bills with that defense right now.
Sorry, Pat and Irene.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd taken the Bills.
amazing.
How
Like, I hope you're still proud of me.
do you not? You still love me.
That's how that sounded. Yeah, Bills, easy. They can't lose 2 in a row. Sorry, the Texans had to beat them so badly. Okay, Broncos, Commanders.
Broncos.
Yeah.
I did try to think about the Commanders for a second, but the
Without
Broncos
Jaden
defense
Daniels,
is too good.
there's
Well, Jaden Daniels maybe. Terry McLaurin maybe could be back.
there's too many question marks.
But their defense is too bad that I think the Broncos offense will be able to handle business, and the Broncos defense is just light years ahead of the Commanders.
Yeah.
And then Giants, Patriots, we are both going with the Patriots. Although, I mean, the Giants are always in it. They're always in it.
I have them winning a few more games. It's just, it's just not against the Patriots.
Yeah, they're always in it, and it always seems like they're gonna win, and then right at the last second they disappoint. So that is all of our game picks, and we will keep track of those, let you know who has the lead next episode. We hope you all have the best Thanksgiving. Have fun watching the games, eating food, being with your family, having yummy drinks, all that good stuff. And we will be back with you next week. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to The Analyst in the Armchair. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on socials, leave us a review, and comment to let us know what you'd like to hear next time.